You know, I've been playing music games since way before music games were cool, but now with stuff like Guitar Hero and Rock Band, it's everybody's got to get into the act. But you know, in this week's show, we're going to talk about two really interesting things. First, a university professor who's developed a version of Guitar Hero that can be played by the blind. And second, the Ultimate Casual game is finally available on the Ultimate Casual game system. Rock Band is out this week on the Wii, and that's all this week on Game Life. So we're here with Elke Fulmer, and he is a professor at the University of Nevada in Reno, and he's doing some really fascinating research actually on video games for the blind and disabled. So Elke, why don't you tell me what it is I'm hooked up to here?
We developed a glove with little pacer engines attached to each finger that allows a blind person to play Guitar Hero. Guitar Hero depends upon visual stimuli. You see like notes running down the screen, and if you're blind, of course, you can't see anything. So we had the idea of like, you know, transforming a visual stimulus into haptic feedback. So we thought about creating a glove with little pacer engines, like pacer engines you can find in cell phones, but these are kind of like industrial pacer engines. They have a little bit more vibration, and we attach it to each finger, and basically whenever you feel your finger buzzing, you have to press a note, and that's how a blind person can play Guitar Hero.
All right. So if I close my eyes and you know, look elsewhere, I can totally play this.
Yeah.
All right. And you're using Frets on Fire, which is the open source.
Because of course we don't have the code to Guitar Hero. So
fair enough.
We just use open source version, and yeah, it just proves that we can modify existing games rather than like having to code up games from scratch.
You know, it's interesting because it is really difficult to play this. Your fingers start vibrating a little bit, and then immediately afterwards you've got to hit the button. And I think it is one of those things that people who are blind and people who are visually impaired would probably have an easier time with, just because they're so used to using their sense of touch to do things. There we go, hit one. Now, let's say, you know, I wanted to actually, you know, play Blind Hero essentially for myself. I mean, are you kind of working on like ways to get it out to the public? Or?
We wish. The only problem is like these gloves we have two, and they cost $1,500 each to develop. And yeah, it would be really nice if we could find a producer or something that would be able to create something. Or maybe we can actually, because a glove is kind of a hard solution. We would. Ideally, you would want to have a solution that works with the original Guitar Hero. So I don't know, maybe we can construct a guitar with little pacer engines in there, find some way to control that. Of course, we would need support from game developers to do that.
Well, it's all very fascinating stuff. You're doing amazing work. So thank you very much for being here. It's been really great.
Thanks.
Rock Band, a 4-player music game that lets drummers and guitarists and vocalists all come together to create the ultimate full band experience, was one of the breakout hits of last year's holiday season, unless of course you owned a Wii, in which case you were completely shut out. But never fear, Rock Band is finally coming out for the Wii. It's available this week, and we have got it, and we checked it out just for you.
They're foaming in a tight line. They're going through a tight line. The kids are losing their minds. The Blitzkrieg Bop. They're piling in the backseat. They generate steam heat. Pulsating to the backbeat. The Blitzkrieg Bop.
Now, if you've never heard of Rock Band before, you have probably been living in a cave, and I kind of feel sorry for you, but I'll run it down for you. 2 players grab guitar controllers and start jamming out the notes that are on the left and right-hand side of the screens. There in the middle, the identical line of notes, that's for the drummer, so you sit down in front of the game's plastic drum set and start wailing away like you're one of the Ramones, and then somebody else can grab a microphone and start singing the song, and everybody gets graded differently and as a band, and so it really encourages cooperative music gameplay. It's just that easy. Rock Band for the Wii is actually closer to the PlayStation 2 version of MTV's game than it is to the Xbox and PS3 editions. You can't design your own custom rockers, and there's no online play. You also cannot download new songs every week like you can in the next-gen versions, but they will be releasing song pack discs in stores with a whole bunch of new songs on them starting in July. But the gameplay rocks just as hard. And the instrument controllers are just as good. In fact, there's a little minor improvement to the drum controllers down here. The support poles here are plastic, not metal, which makes the whole unit weigh a little less. And look, they're squared off at the ends, which means that we can do this, and the pedal doesn't fall off, which was a huge annoyance with the Xbox 360 version. Now, the guitar controllers are wireless, although there is a catch. You have to plug this USB dongle into the back of your Wii, one for each guitar. The drums and microphone are wired, but you can use any USB microphone. And that's pretty much Rock Band Wii in a nutshell. It's kind of disappointing that it's a port of the PlayStation 2 version of the game, so it doesn't have all the extra features of the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3 versions, but it does actually have 5 extra bonus songs just for the Wii version, like the Police's Roxanne and the B-52's Rome, so, you know, it kind of evens out. Okay, not really, but sort of. But you know what? I think Wii owners are going to be happy that their system finally has the rockingest game of the year.